I'm actually gonna be doing
Guys, since I'm not
I'm actually gonna be doing it in normal speed, so you can hear the book.
Like guys, I'm not gonna like
Emily Windsnap in the Crystal Caves. Guys, in Seth's video, if you wanna listen to me read too while he's reading too, you can. It's fine. I don't care. And guys, in my video, if you wanna listen to Seth read out loud, then if you want to, you can.
Alright guys, I'm about to read
Emily Windsnap in the Crystal Caves by Liz Kessler. Author by Liz Kessler. Book 10. From the Greenville Library. Where everybody went to vote.
Okay guys.
Weak masters through ye be. I have bedimmed the moon, the noontide sun. Call forth the continuous winds in the twixt the green and twixt the green sea and azure vault set roaring
Is super
war. William Shakespeare.
I am really good artist.
Spear, the Tempest. It was the most glorious ship you could imagine, and it danced on the waves like a ballerina, tiptoeing across the oceans with an elegance rarely seen before or since. It was built to survive anything. The waves that day would put it to the test. Waves like these were only talked about in hushed voices.
Yeah.
Huh?
What does this say?
Accurate.
There it is, super accurate.
It says you're not doing it.
I know.
Why?
I am really good at artists. I like it. Okay. Alright guys, I'm good. Anyway, I'm interested in my game. You in a game.
Hush voices as those describing them out loud would invoke the wrath of the ocean's giants. Surely such things could not exist, but today they did. The grandest ship ever built now seemed a little more than a toy. Tossed about the waves, which now treated it like prey that they wished to play with before consuming.
Let the bear see you.
The ship rolled and slid, leaning one way, heeling over the other. Its large sail was flung to the fore. The rear, inside, out, and back again.
You cut.
Little more than a but today they did. The grandest ship ever built now seemed little more than a toy. Tossed about the waves, which now treated it like prey that they wished to play with before consuming. The ship rolled and slid, leaning one way, heeling over the other. Its large sail was flung to the fore, the rear, inside, out, and back again. The ship teetered over the mountainous waves, now more like an acrobat than a ballerina, listening and lurching at impossible angles. Listing and lurching at impossible angles. All those on board were terrified, but none showed it. Hold tight! Hold tight! Their leader cried.
My dad
We
said
can survive this. We know
right
what those two are like. It won't last forever. It never does. It's never been this bad before, came a reply from the deck.
My dad.
Just hold on, trust me. Have I ever let you down? They all knew the answer to this. Their leader had never let them down. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, now you can see me reading it.
Say, listen to this. Listen, just listen.
Hold on, guys. We're about to go in the car and go to Spinks for some ramen noodles. But, well, I'll show you in a second. In the car. Okay. It's nice out here. No, it's not. It's actually cloudy. I just have to start
It's okay to be backwards.
this page over if that's fine with you guys. So.
It's okay to be backwards. Just pull it.
The answer to this. Their leader had never let them down and never would. So they held held on to any part of the ship that seemed stable. So if you stop enough to sustain them as waves crashed over them, turning the deck their feet into a pool and blinding them with salt from the fierce spray. The only things towering higher than the waves were the two figures who loomed over it all, one coming from the sea, the other floating in the clouds. Their voices carried across the violent night as they exchanged curses and threats. Only snatches could be heard from those on the ship. Never wind stole from me. Thought we had a deal, traitor. The two bellowed at each other, on and on. They had never fought like this before. It was true, and the bond that had once brought them together was now little more than a weapon to hurl at each other. And hurl it did. Hurl it they did. The air began to crackle with danger and menace as they drew closer to each other. For 1,000 years, exist as an island. From the sea, a shape was held aloft. A weapon glinting like diamonds was against the sky. From above, another weapon was drawn, and then the weapons clashed as they did. The most enormous bolt of lightning forked across the sky, lighting it up. It seemed the whole world was on fire. Everything was electricity, beginning with the weapons, encircling the sky, and finally spearing the ocean. The pair was powerless to do anything but watch as the force of their combined magic and their anger split the ocean in two. No, they cried in unison.
Just watch that video.
The first time they had agreed on anything for many months. The ocean became 2 mountains of water, and the ship, along with all its occupants, toppled over the edge and into the chasm. The pair scrambled to undo what they had caused, but it was too late. The ocean closed again. The sea calmed and the storm ended, dying as swiftly as their anger. The time for curses and threats had passed. Now all that left was regret. The two figures, filled with blame and guilt, parted as the sun's light returned. Their union was over. The ship was lost, and the world would suffer the consequences for the next 1,000 years. Chapter 1. I'll read that to you guys maybe tomorrow. Bye.